Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Life Reimagined. It's been a very long time since we did our last video, but that's because we have been really busy doing this. In this video, we will take you on the journey of building this yurt from start to finish. But first, let's have a look inside. So, this has been a really big project, and you might ask yourself, what on earth are we doing building a yurt? Well, the reason is that my mum wanted to come down and join us on this adventure of living off-grid in Portugal. And since we still don't have a building permission here on the land, we decided to build another temporary structure. It's always been a dream of my mum to live in a yurt, so that just seemed like a good option. And so I set off to pick up my mum from Germany and drive back down to Portugal, and Jack started doing the drainage. Since the yurt is quite close to our tiny house, we decided to extend the French drain that we had already done for our house and connect the yurt to that drainage. Our neighbors have been absolute superstars, again lending us their diggers, so with the help of the digger it luckily wasn't too much work, but it did keep Jack busy for a couple of days until it was all done. Once the drainage was done, it was time to get started on building the frame for the platform for the yurt. After carrying all of the material over onto the side here, Jack started building the subframe and lifted that onto the foundation. So after all of the easy work was done, my mum and me got here and we started putting in all of the noggins into the subframe. So these are all the other bits of wood in between the main beams to kit it all out so that we can then put the bigger floorboards on top of it and have something to screw them into. For the foundations, because the yurt is supposed to be a temporary structure, we decided not to do a full concrete foundation, but rather use 30 concrete blocks as a foundation to spread the weight evenly. And then we connected the subframe, made sure everything is level and connected it to the concrete blocks. Originally, we had planned on building a separate house outside connected to the yurt as a bathroom, but as we went on, we actually had the idea of building the bathroom inside. That first of all saved a little bit of cost, but also made sure that you don't have to go outside in the winter to go to the bathroom. So we decided to build a little mezzanine level where a bed would fit upstairs, and then you had a closed off room as a bathroom toilet inside. For that, we took 4 big posts and concreted them directly into the floor, so that way the weight from the mezzanine level goes directly into the ground and just makes the whole construction a little bit more stable. Whilst we were busy building the yurt, Jack's family actually came over for a visit from Canada, and Jack's dad has been amazing at helping us to put down the subfloor onto the platform. After a month of hard work on the platform, we only had 1 day left before the yurt arrived, and we still had to lay the inside floor. So we laid a layer of insulation and then a really lovely pine wood floor. I have no idea how we managed to do all of this in 1 day, but luckily we somehow managed to get everything done before the yurt arrived. Then the big day that we had been waiting for so long was finally here. The team from Casa dos Sonhos Yurts arrived first thing in the morning to assemble the yurt. After doing a lot of research, my mom finally decided to go with Casa dos Sonhos Yurts. It's a small company in the Alentejo that makes North American yurts in an off-grid solar-powered workshop, and then they bring it and they actually assemble the yurt for you as well. It was really amazing watching them assemble the yurt, and after months of not seeing a lot of progress, it felt like all of it came together in just 1 day. At this point, we thought we were almost done with the yurt, but we still had to do all of the inside. We started with building the mezzanine level and framing out the walls for the bathroom area. Then me and my mom started putting the plasterboard on the walls, and Jack was busy doing the plumbing underneath the yurt and also installing all of the electrics. We are really happy with how the bathroom turned out. It has everything you really want in a bathroom. You have a nice sink, a really nice shower, composting toilet, just like we have in our tiny house. And the best part is we even have space for a small washing machine. For the kitchen, we used standard IKEA cabinets. The difficult part for the kitchen was making the tabletop, and we actually had our carpenter friend Nick help us do this because the yurt is obviously curved, so you couldn't just put a normal countertop there. It had to be custom made, and Nick did an amazing job. I think it looks really, really good. Another problem we had to face was that the window is actually quite low, so we couldn't raise the cabinets on feet, but we had to put them on the ground without the feet, otherwise you couldn't open the window anymore. But we managed to solve that problem as well, and I think it turned out really, really nicely. We also decided to include this as part of the kitchen area, because when we planned the mezzanine level, we actually had to make that quite big in order to fit a bed up there, but we didn't need quite that much space as a bathroom. So this has now become an extension of the kitchen with some more countertop space and also some storage space in the back. And we also upgraded our solar system in order to also be able to power the yurt, which means we now have enough solar to power a big fridge freezer combination and also the washing machine in the bathroom. It's something that we're very proud of, and that was very important to us, that we are still 100% off-grid. We're powering everything, our house and the yurt, just with our solar system, even in the winter. My mom had the idea of using these Kallax IKEA shelves as stairs up to the mezzanine level, and we just put leftover of the kitchen countertop as the boards. So I think that turned out really, really nicely, and it's a really easy way to get up to the mezzanine level. So yeah, this is where she sleeps. And one of the best parts of the yurt is this amazing window that you can look out and watch the stars at night. We are really happy with how the yurt has turned out. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it, at least if you ask me. But I think we should probably be asking my mom, who is now living in it full time.
I'm really thrilled living here. It's been really amazing. one of the specialties is going to bed at night and looking out to the top part at the stars. They're so near, you have the feeling you can almost touch them. This is a special experience. The spaciousness, even though it's 30 square meters, you have the feeling it's a lot bigger. It's nice, you're very close to nature. You hear everything outside, which I personally like. The thing is, maybe the insulation part, it gets a bit cold at night, so I guess that's something I'm going to work on for the next winter season to get it warmer. But all in all, I would do it again, and I really enjoy living here. So now that the yurt is finished, I have moved on to a new project, helping Hannah and Jack develop their land. For this, a year ago, I did my permaculture design certificate, and I'm trying to use the knowledge, everything I learned there, to help them develop their land. So I have started digging and cutting and building ways and thinking what to plant, and I really enjoy going out there and getting my hands dirty and working and making this become a little paradise one day, hopefully.
So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions or want to know any more information or want to leave us a comment, you can do that in the comment box below. And yeah, thank you very much for your support. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and see you in the next video. We are really happy with how the yurt has turned out. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it. At least I think so. Oh. But I think we should ask my mum, who is now living in it full time.